Hello, digital art elementary students. We are going to be working on an optical illusion, a digital optical illusion. Optical means eye and illusion means trick. So we are going to create artwork that it will trick the eye. Obviously, we're going to open our Procreate, go up to your plus sign. This time we're going to use the square option. So you're going to click on that. Just make sure that you go up to your canvas and check and make sure that it is at a 300 dpi. This is perfect for printing, so when we want to print these out. Okay, so to do an optical illusion, you're going to first create a shape. You can create whatever shape you want to. I'm going to do a heart so that I can show you a couple of new techniques. First, I'm going to go up to my wrench tool and I'm going to click on this option that says drawing guide. I'm going to go to edit drawing guide and I'm going to go to symmetry. Now what symmetry means is that what I do on one side, I do it on the other. Now this is automatically going to do it for me. So I'm going to click done and I'm going to do a heart. Now if you're doing a circle, you don't need to do this option because you're going to just draw the circle and then hold your finger down and it will draw it automatically. But if you're drawing something that needs to be symmetrical, this would be the option to do it. So I'm going to start here and there. I'm going to come up to the layers. I'm going to click on my layer and it says drawing assist is checked. I'm going to uncheck it. Now I'm going to come over here back to my wrench. I'm going to edit my drawing guide and this time I'm going to do a 2D grid. Now this grid is very small, so I'm going to come down here and I'm going to go to about 167, 68. You can actually type in 168. Let's do 170 and see. Okay, I wanted it to be even on my edges, so go ahead and do 170 points. Or 170 pixels. So I'm going to click done. Now you'll notice that there's a grid on my image. I'm going to use that as a guide. So I'm going to come up to make sure you're on the monoline brush. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that my lines I'm tracing over those lines. Now if I put my finger down, it'll lock it in space and make sure that it's on that line. But you have to make sure that you're close. I do see, make sure it's right on the line because it'll be uneven if I don't. All right, so you're going to do that to the whole thing. When you are working on this part, you do not have to go through the heart. There's going to be a separate step for that. Okay, once you have all of the grid done on the outside of the heart, you're going to actually do the lines on the inside of the heart, but this time you're going to curve them. So the top of the heart will curve this way and the bottom of the heart will curve this way. So I'm going to connect those two lines, connect these two lines, and you're going to keep doing that until I get to about middle. I'm going to connect all of these. You might have to play around with some of the arches too. And now that I have this one going straight across, the next one will come. It's going to curve the opposite way. Just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing the opposite way. So in the middle of the heart, I'm just going to go straight down. But I'm going to curve the top part of this one way. And then the other part the opposite way. And the lines itself will create the optical illusion of it being rounded. So that's already starting to happen without me adding any color. Okay, so now you're going to choose a color palette. I'm going to choose a green color. I'm going to do a dark green. And then I'm going to look at my harmonies, and I'm going to look at what complement would go with that. So it's going to be kind of a violet color. I'm going to do more of a bluish green. I'm going to do the first block. See how I have continue filling? Once I fill it, I can actually click on that, and that will allow me to just push on that box and it will fill. So I want to do every other one, kind of like a checkerboard pattern. Now I have the green in there. I'm going to make a new layer. I'm going to put this layer underneath, and I'm going to click on the pink. Now, I just want to work with that heart area. So I'm going to go up to this ribbon tool, and I'm going to click on freehand, and I'm going to trace around the heart. It's okay. It's better if it goes out of the heart instead of going in, because then you'll have some white spaces. Make sure it connects on that back where you started. Now you'll notice that if you look closely, there's like lines where it's grayed out. That means I can only draw on the place where it's clear. So I'm gonna make this pink darker, almost black. And this time I'm gonna use a soft brush, and I'm gonna go just around the edge of my heart. Just the edge. I'm gonna come back up here. I'm gonna go a little bit lighter. And I'm moving more towards the middle. Keep getting lighter. And I almost want to go really light in the middle. Okay, I'm going to take my blending tool, and I'm going to also be on soft brush. Make it about 5% with 60 or so percent opacity. And I'm going to use that, and I'm going to kind of blend those together. So by having the edge dark and the top or the middle light, it'll look like the dark edge is far away and the top part is the lightest part, because that's where the light's hitting it. So that's going to be the lightest part, or the part that's closest to us. But I also want to create an illusion around the heart too. So I'm going to come back to my layers. I'm going to add another layer, but this time I'm going to make it go over top of my other layer. And I'm going to go back to that pinkish color, but I'm going to go back to dark. Click off my ribbon tool. And this time I'm going to take my my soft brush. And I'm going to go around the edge of it. Now remember, you should have 3 layers right now. None of this should be done on the same layer because it won't work. I'm going to come up to my blending tool again, and I'm going to blend that all out. And again, that'll create the illusion of, the shadow is on the tape, like underneath of it, like it's raised up over top of the paper, and it's creating a shadow. So there you go. You have your optical illusion of your shape. Again, you can use whatever shape you want to. Now I do want to take that grid off, so I'm going to come up here to my wrench, and I'm going to turn my drawing guide off, and you'll see that those grids that were on the inside are gone. There you go. You have your optical illusion. Now to save it, you're going to go to Gallery. You're going to name it. Name mine Op Heart. And go back. Select. Check mark. Share. I'm done with it. So I'm going to click JPEG. Remember to save the files. And remember to save it in the file that I made for you. And once you're done, you're going to go to Safari and upload it to your Artsonia account. That way you can print some of these beauties out. And that's it. Good luck.